Hi, I'm Dan Gable with Shore Murphy and Associates of Casey, and this is another episode of Big Agent in a Small Town. And please like this video and subscribe to our Shore Murphy and Associates of Casey YouTube channel. If you're considering starting a new excavation contracting business, obviously budgeting is important, and one part of that budgeting is an idea of what your insurance costs will be starting your business. So this video, I just kind of want to give a breakdown of the general coverages that you would normally be looking at starting out, and a range of what you'd be looking at price wise for those. So the first is general liability coverage. And I'll give numbers on a couple different figures. One would be if you're just a sole owner, no employees, needing general liability. And you'd be looking at roughly around $1,100 a year, or for $1 million per occurrence, $2 million general aggregate, general liability coverage. General liability is based off of payroll. So let's say you had yourself and one employee at around $35,000 in annual payroll. Well, then it would be around $2,200 a year, or in that case, for your general liability. Next would be commercial auto, and I kind of figured one truck and trailer, one pickup and one trailer for hauling equipment is kind of your general base coverage. Also including coverage like hired and non-owned auto liability as well too. So you'll be looking at between $1,200 and $1,600 a year for your commercial auto coverage. Next would be inland marine. This is the coverage for your equipment. And I figure a couple pieces of equipment, something like a mini excavator and skid steer or something like that starting out. Your annual cost for that coverage would be around $1,300 for the year. Next would be your workers' comp. So that's going to cover any employees, anyone doing work for you if they're injured while on the job. Again, and figured if you had one employee at around that $35,000 in payroll. Illinois, where we are, is one of the more or higher rated workers' comp states. So your state might be more or less than this. But in Illinois, you'd be looking at around $2,200 to $2,700 for that one employee. You do have the option to include or exclude coverage for yourself as an owner. That is with the option of excluding coverage for yourself. And then lastly would be commercial umbrella coverage. That adds an extra layer of liability over your general liability, commercial auto, and employer's liability on your workers' comp. If you did $1 million commercial umbrella, that would be an additional $500 to $1,000 a year, depending on the carrier. So that's a good general idea of what your cost would be as a new excavation contractor. If you'd like more information and a quote for your specific business, please call or text me at 217-932-2267, or contact me by email at Dan, at shoremurphycasey, SHOREMURPHYCASEY.com. Thanks.